Good evening, gentlemen.
And good afternoon, ladies.
Yeah, we aren't the normal faces of Studio 21, but we decided this week that enough was enough.
The Gossip Guru hosts have been opening the show for far too long. What about us, huh? What is so disgusting and horrible about the men behind the release date? Why can't we be loved?
John's going through something, sorry. He makes a good point, though, which is that Gossip Guru anchors, aka fakers who don't even write their own scripts, are the ones who normally welcome you viewers to Studio 21. Luckily, you all get us today.
Let's just say that you won't be hearing from the Gossip Guru anchors for a while.
That isn't true. And John, you're scaring everyone. Right after our famous intro, you'll see your precious Gossip Guru people. So, without further ado,
sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hello everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Mary Katherine.
You know, John talks a lot of smack for a guy who's still behind in friendly competition. Hey, semester's almost over, pal, and you're still jogging in our dust trying to catch up.
The real gossip is the massive, very unfriendly feud between Gossip Guru and Release Date.
Just kidding. We love our buds over at Release Date.
Anyways, on to regularly scheduled programming. What should we talk about today, Nate?
I know what I want to talk about. There's been a dark storm brewing on Trinity's campus, one that threatens to destroy life as we know it.
Are you talking about the new meal plans for next year?
Yep. In case you're unaware, Trinity has officially decided that they hate us. Our meal plans have gotten more expensive and will have less value.
It's kind of hard to explain if you're not a student here who already understands all the intricacies of the different parts of the meal plan. But we'll give it a shot.
So basically, we use meal swipes at maybe our dining hall bonus bucks in any of the markets, and we can use meal exchanges to use a meal swipe to buy our meal at Coates, which is our upper campus food court.
And Coates has 5 different restaurants, and students normally use a meal exchange every day to get lunch from one of these places.
It's generally much easier and faster to get food from Coates during the day since it's way closer to all our academic buildings, and you can order ahead and just pick up your food when it's ready, which enables students to pick it up between classes.
Sounds good, right? All was fine and dandy in our land until the king and queen decided the peasants were getting a little too satisfied.
Yeah, we were getting fattened up like pigs to the slaughter.
And slaughtered we were. With this new change of only 1 meal exchange per week for the bronze plans, students will no longer be able to get lunch at Coates unless they're using their 300 bonus bucks, which would last them maybe a month and a half.
Bonus bucks aren't seeming like such a bonus now. I feel like I got thrown into a mud pit with piranhas, but tossed a couple Band-Aids to help with the bleeding.
But you know, it's important to remember that our school's about us, and they don't want us to suffer. I'm sure they'll see all the backlash over the 1,000 signatures on the petition to get them to change the meal plan. They'll surely take action.
Yeah, and by take action, you mean make it even worse and more expensive next year?
Yeah, probably. There's no place like school, is there?
If I'm wanting to feel unloved and disrespected all year, I'd just stay at home. Oh, or join the army.
Maybe by the time I'll graduate, they'll have extended the already too long living requirement to all 4 years and make us swim around in the fountain for morsels of fish food.
Ooh, wow, that's really dark. But I've always wanted to be a fish, so I can't say I would completely hate that. But I do get where you're coming from.
Then you definitely should stay at Trinity, my dear fish friend. Speaking of saying, stick around for our next segment where Sinclair finishes up her review of Milan Fashion Week and for Nate's upcoming transformation into salmon.
Hey, I'm talking about Milan Fashion Week and I'm very excited to do it. So let's get started. I'm so excited to talk about Ferragamo. I was blown away when I saw the looks from Ferragamo this time because, man, it was just like it combined the best of Gucci and the best of Prada, and it took it to the next level. Like, they combined a lot of classic elements, which I love seeing classic elements in a fashion show, which is what I was really missing from the Prada show. But I liked that they used those classy elements and then elevated them with a bit of edginess. The music was a lot lighter and more airy than the other two shows, which I actually thought worked really well with the outfits. So that was a plus. I also really liked they did totally natural makeup on all of the models. It looked so good, and I was like, okay, it's just I'm a little sick of seeing smoky makeup. It's great, but it's really nice to see natural makeup on models. Okay, so from literally the very beginning, I had something to say. They had so much structure to the shoulders, and just there was so much nice structure, so many nice shapes, so much elegance in the most simple things, and I loved it. I had actually, the first look in a collection to me is kind of how I determine what I think the rest of the collection will look like. So from that, I was really excited, and then let's see. Oh my gosh, so many notes here. At 107, I really liked it because I really liked the design. It was very classic, but it totally amplified it. I think Ferragamo did a great job at doing this throughout the whole collection. Then they did a lot of sailor type looks, the sailor collar things. I actually love sailor type looks. I think they're really cool. Oh, at 331, okay, so there was this dress that really oh my gosh, I just loved it because it was this button type dress, but it was so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it is so gorgeous. I think they did a great job with the jewelry pairing actually, because, and this is something I'll always say, is that V-neck line, I always think you need to wear a circular type necklace to go well with it, and they did so well here. It just felt peak, and I also loved the natural makeup again. Another thing was that the small leather goods in the show and the bags that they were holding, that the models were holding, was all of them were very simple, but it was nice because it worked really, really well with the outfits, and it started to accentuate them. There's this look with the blue dress, and the model is carrying this hug bag, which is, a hug bag is one of the iconic Ferragamo bags now, and it looks so good with the outfit. And then also she wore the red heels, and the color combos were so well done. I think the stylists really knew what they were doing when making the show. Towards the end of the show, there was a lot of different silhouettes. There was one look that gave me very, very jellyfish vibe, very whimsical, very pretty, and I loved it so much. And I would love to see more silhouettes like that from them in the future. I thought the pleating on the jellyfish type outfits were really well done as well. The silhouettes were beautiful throughout the whole show. None of them were too excessive, which made them feel wearable, which I really appreciate as a consumer. So that was really nice. And overall, Ferragamo show was super solid. I think they did a great job. And I literally could probably talk about every single look from that show because everything had something special. So with that being said, I gave Ferragamo an 8.75 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. Okay. Obviously, I would love to talk about more looks from Milan Fashion Week, but I've run out of time. So, goodbye. Okay. I'm done.
Hello, everyone. If you don't know who I am, what have you been doing with your life? I'm Zain, and I like movies. Oh, and you're about to see my top 100 favorite movies of all time. Ish. I hope you enjoyed that list because it's objectively correct, even though I already hate the ordering that I did it in. But that's not the point. We're going to ask my fellow hosts what their favorite movies are. So, first up, what are your 3 favorites?
Ooh, dear. My favorites are Secret of the Kells, Monty Python's Holy Grail, and Nacho Libre.
I've only seen Monty Python, but I need to watch the other 2. It's really good though. I know. I'll get right on it. I'm sorry. Nate?
Hi, Zain. Yeah, for my 1, I'm going to have to say The Apartment. I really love that film. Number 2, controversial pick here, but The Nice Guys with Ryan Gosling and the other guy who's sort of big and he has a beard and he was in Gladiator.
Russell Crowe, but that's okay.
Yeah, Russell Crowe. That's fine, because names are meaningless.
True.
Anyways, and then number 3, probably The Big Lebowski.
Ooh.
I've seen 2 of those. I haven't seen The Apartment. I own it though.
Really?
I'll watch it. I
You
promise.
own it and you haven't seen it? Sorry.
I can't do anything right.
I'm just, how busy are you?
Very.
Okay.
You watched all those 100 movies.
Hi, John. What are your 3 favorites, John?
It's hard to say, man, but I think I'll have to go with Paul Blart Mall Cop and Paul Blart Mall Cop and Paul Blart Mall Cop.
A little bit of foreshadowing there. Thank you, John. That's all we have for you right now, and next up is the music video of the week.
She tastes like danger. I love the flavor. Do me a favor, slow down. Got me seeing visions, burning up the kitchen. Now we're breaking dishes all night. Deep undercover, sweet sexy lover. Rumble like thunder, oh yeah. I ain't complaining if heaven's raining and need a saving right now. And at the risk of sounding crazy, she's mine. I need a little sip of her holy water. Let me drink it down. I need a little hit of her holy water. It might save me now. 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 I ain't afraid of what you made of. I'm in a state of chaos, but I like the drama. Don't call my mama. Is that my karma paid off? Deep undercover, sweet sexy lover. Rumble like thunder, oh yeah. Got some things to teach you, a never new creature. I'm pleased to meet you right now. And at the risk of sounding crazy, she's mine. I need a little sip of her holy water. Let me drink it down. I need a little hit of her holy water. It might save me now. 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 At the risk of sounding crazy, she's mine. Sick and twisted, messed up, baby, she's mine. I need a little sip of her holy water. Let me drink it down. I need a little hit of her holy water. It might save me now. 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 It might save me now.
Welcome back to another release date.
This week's release date takes a look at the 2009 film Paul Blart Mall Cop.
We're very highbrow here, as you can tell. Starring Kevin James as Paul Blart, a mall security guard with an unwavering sense of duty, the film follows his rise from being consistently overlooked to becoming the only person willing to act during a full-scale robbery. It's an underdog story on the surface, but one that takes a different angle than seriously how it's treated.
Because the experience of watching Paul Blart Mall Cop, almost religious in nature, isn't just about what happens in the film, it's about how it stays with you. And this movie is one that has stuck with me my whole life. It is an unforgettable cinematic experience, and many of the scenes in Paul Blart Mall Cop are so flawlessly constructed that you want them to just continue. It's as though they create an emotional suction, drawing you to the next scene, gluing your eyes to the cinematic marvel in front of you. And yet, at the same time, the film exists in a space where that level of praise feels extreme. Its physical comedy is exaggerated, its logic is flexible, and its world operates on its own set of rules. But that contrast between what the film is and how it can be experienced is exactly what makes it compelling. Blart himself sits at the center of that tension. He's dismissed by nearly everyone around him, but never by the film itself. When the stakes rise, the same qualities that made him seem ridiculous become the reason he succeeds. The mall transforms from a mundane setting into something closer to a contained arena, and Blart becomes the only person willing to navigate it. By the end, Blart's arc follows a familiar trajectory, from overlooked to acknowledged, from dismissed to capable. It doesn't necessarily reinvent that formula, but it commits to it so fully that for a moment, it almost feels as if we are Paul Blart. And in doing so, the film becomes less about the stakes of the situation itself and more about the idea that even someone written off from the start can still take control of the narrative.
Next up, a film that I was fortunate enough to catch in theaters, which was topical given this weekend's past holiday, Ben-Hur.
Ben-Hur, originally released in 1959, stars Charlton Heston and was directed by William Wyler. The film follows Judah Ben-Hur, a wealthy Jewish aristocrat living in Roman-occupied Judea. When Judah's childhood friend, Messala, returns to Judea as the commander of the Roman garrison, it looks like the two's friendship will be rekindled. That is, until Messala tells Judah he must inform on any Jewish dissidents that may be conspiring to rebel against the Romans, which Judah refuses. When Judah's sister accidentally causes Judea's governor to be thrown from his horse, Messala is given all the cause he needs to imprison the sister and Judah's mother, as well as send him into slavery on a naval warship.
Understandably, Ben-Hur received a wide theatrical release, courtesy of Fathom, just ahead of Easter, as this movie is essentially Jesus hype moments and aura of the movie. That being said, for a movie that's about the life and death of Jesus, he occupies an incredibly small portion of the runtime. I think this is an incredibly bold and effective choice to have the life of Jesus play out in the background of the main narrative of the film. To that point, the film's boldness in essentially every choice made in its making is what makes it so excellent. It is a strikingly tragic, bleak, and brutal film for a major Hollywood blockbuster from the 50s. The unrelenting misery that persists for the majority of the runtime makes the film feel timeless and not relegated to the tonal trappings commonly found in that era. The entire third act of the film is also conceptually very bold, and while I won't spoil it, of course, it's truly brilliant and modern-feeling narrative choice that I feel like audiences today would be resistant to. I only say this because Metal Gear Solid 5, one of the best video games ever, does the same thing, and people are still complaining about it a decade later. So it's incredible to me how revered this film is. It just feels so antithetical to what one would expect from a Hollywood film, and yet it works so incredibly well. This is also a sheerly gorgeous film. The rich saturation of the Technicolor and the wide aspect ratio make this massive story feel even larger with its sweeping visuals. Particularly, the scenes in Rome or the set piece in the Colosseum are seriously breathtaking in their scale. I have really only one criticism of this film, and that's its length and pacing. This is going to sound crazy to say of a movie that's nearly 4 hours long, but I really think the film would have benefited from being longer. The first act is slow, in a good way of course, building narrative tension over time as the film carefully develops the characters and the world, and the third act is also fairly slow, a slow simmering down of the roaring fire that is the second act. But the second act is the problem. It moves a bit too quickly, and I completely understand why. Act 2 is where the iconic chariot race is, and it feels like the movie glosses over important details and relegates them to exposition or inference to get the audience there faster. And I can't entirely blame William Wyler for this. If I directed probably the greatest action scene in cinematic history, I'd want to rush there too. But with how methodical the first act is, the second act doesn't spend enough time in the places it needs, which leaves the third act feeling a little slower than it actually is. It's a minor issue though. This is easily one of the best films I've ever seen, and I was in total awe for the entire runtime. Check this one out immediately. You won't regret it.
Up next, we have Essay Local Finds. Stick around because after, it's time for some friendly competition.
Hi, I'm Kate, and today I am at Chicken and Pickle with manager Nick to ask some questions. Chicken and Pickle is a unique indoor and outdoor entertainment complex whose mission is to provide an atmosphere that fosters fun, friendship, and community for all ages. And I can say it definitely does because I've been here multiple times and it delivers. At the San Antonio location, there are indoor and outdoor pickleball courts. Customers can also play cornhole, giant Jenga, ping pong, Connect Four, and bocce while enjoying some delicious food. Okay, now on to some questions. What are some of the weekly events that Chicken and Pickle host here in San Antonio?
Oh my God, so many. We do trivia every Monday night. Wednesday night, we host Doggy Days, where we have dog-themed vendors. People can bring their pets out for a fun time, make some furry friends. Every Sunday night, we do obviously NFL games, followed by sports trivia afterwards. And every Friday and Saturday night, we have live music on our stage. A couple local bands, some cover artists, some really good stuff.
Yeah, lots going on. Awesome. Okay, what is the inspiration behind the restaurant and its name? It's got a great name. I love it.
Yeah, so our founding fathers were on vacation in the Grand Cayman Islands, and it's as basic as it sounds. They were enjoying some jerk chicken, playing some pickleball, and thought, man, how can we get this to other people? And 10 years later, a lot of investment and a lot of work. Here we are.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, and as I was walking in, I saw a sign for a new menu item. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Definitely. So we have a chef-curated rotating seasonal menu. And as we're getting to the fall and winter time, it's going to be time for some new items, including a Southwest chicken salad. We have a Southern fried chicken and pimento cheese sandwich coming up as well, and a couple other goodies which are still under the wraps.
Awesome. Okay, and which is your favorite on the menu?
Oh, man. Rotisserie chicken can't be beat. Brined, slow cooked on the wood fire rotisserie, can't beat it. And then honestly, just our chicken and waffles. It's a really good, like,
classic,
homey favorite. Reminds me of home. I love it.
Awesome. And what do you like most about your job?
The team. Getting to interact with my team, the community. We give back to a lot of nonprofits and volunteer groups. And so it's really rewarding getting to see people come on out and just have a really fun time. It's a really cool feeling going to gas station, grocery store, and having people see the shirt and say that how much they had a great time there.
Yeah, totally. And I live in Pennsylvania, so there are no chicken and pickles yet. So I'm curious, are you guys looking to expand across the United States, do you know? Or?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
We are at 8 locations right now, spread across 6 different states. And the goal is by the end of next year to have 12 stores and to grow into 3 new states with many, many more on the horizons after that.
Very exciting. Okay, well, thank you so much, Nick.
Of course. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the classic salad. Very good. I think it could use a little bit more dressing, to be honest, but I really like the cheese, and I love a good cranberry. Now, I didn't eat this because I'm pescatarian, but Savannah loved it, and she thinks it's brisket. Yeah. The sweet potato fries are amazing. Corn is my favorite thing I've tried so far. Very good. A little spicy, definitely lots of flavor. I also tried a tortilla that was really good. Chicken and waffles, always a classic. And I have yet to try the cookie skillet, but look how amazing it looks. And it's hefty. Very good. Okay.
Welcome back to a little friendly competition.
Gossip Guru is currently ahead, 4-3.
We shall see how long that lasts.
Yeah, let's get to the questions. All right, we're starting off.
Yes.
I don't trust
That was beautiful
I don't trust
execution.
you at all. Hey,
I'm sorry.
be quiet, please.
I'm sorry.
We're doing the question right now.
Okay.
Who was scheduled to appear at the UK's Wireless Festival, but was cancelled after they were banned from entering the UK?
Wireless festival,
Yes.
as opposed to a wired festival. What?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, they're doing it all Bluetooth.
Oh.
Can't be the important detail. There's a hint written here.
Yeah.
Are we doing hints? Are we
Yes.
embracing the hints?
you-
You
Okay.
should give it to us.
Okay.
It's someone who is notoriously sort of a problematic personality.
Have fun narrowing that down.
It's a performer who's had a past of being sort of.
I mean, Morrissey's the only one that I can think of that's like that, but I don't know if that's the answer.
I mean, he's from there. There's no way. I don't know.
I don't know.
He wouldn't be barred
Yay?
from the UK. I mean, he should
I don't
be.
know.
Kanye? I don't.
Yeah, do that. We'll go with that.
I mean, can we know when this wireless festival took place?
It was going to happen. It's not taking place at all.
Would have taken place?
I have no clue. It's not on the card.
I say we just go with Kanye.
I'm gonna say May.
So let's see. Who was a problematic figure throughout all of history?
Not all of history, just like in general.
I think
like
we should
has
I think we should
has
just
a
go
past of being
with
problematic.
Kanye.
Yeah,
We're gonna lock that in, all right?
they're looking at us like it's not Kanye, bro. You gotta read.
Are we?
Are we?
Are we?
It's Kanye. Final
The final answer?
Final
It's
answer.
Kanye.
Kanye.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Man,
you for
my games
locking
are
in.
working.
What movie is currently #1 at the box office?
Project Hail Mary.
Yeah. I mean, they sent it in space. Like,
Project Hail Mary?
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's the Super Mario
Oh,
Galaxy movie.
Crap, that one overtook
That
it?
movie's out?
Yeah.
What?
You know what that means?
No!
Ouch. All right, you're tied. Calm down.
Oh, it's better than we
The
have been.
win's
Hey,
win's
no,
not happening,
being
pal.
tied with them is still bad.
I know. I'm
What's
not
that
happy.
supposed to mean?
I'm not happy. I'm just
But-
saying they shouldn't be happy either. That's all we have for you today here on Studio 21.
Or else.
Good one.
Let's go Kanye, man.
No!